Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of FPL Fan Zone. My name's Nick, and in today's episode, we are going to look at my Game Week 16 team selection. So, a quick look back on what happened during Game Week 15 and some of the decisions I made, and my look forward to Game Week 16 and any transfers I've got planned before the deadline later on today. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, Game Week 15 was another red arrow for me, and lots of little mistakes in terms of my decisions, which didn't go my way. Obviously, just before the deadline, we found out that the Liverpool-Everton game was cancelled, postponed. Therefore, Salah dropped down to my bench. He was going to be my captain for the week, which left me with a very last-minute decision on whether to go with Cole Palmer or Saka. And of course, I went for the wrong one. So let's cue the violin music, because what's going to happen is, as I talk through my team here, Flecken with 3 points, actually got assist this week, so conceded goals, would have got 0 points if it wasn't for the long ball over the top, so 3 points there, 4 points for Aiden. Again, not unhappy with that after a couple of weeks of 0 points. Kirkes came in for Gabriel, who was yellow flagged but didn't play again, and also didn't play midweek in the Champions League, so it's a little bit down for him moving forward. Aina, just 1 point on there, and then obviously the big swing for me this week was captaining Saka, who got 2 points to a total of 4, instead of captaining Palmer, who got 18 points and Gordon as much as 36. So that massive swing for me on that. And then of course the other one, I made a last minute change after my video from last week's stream. I took out the Bremo, who had one shot in 5 games, and I brought in Gordon, who lucky was only 4 fixtures. Bremo then went on to score 13 points, and of course Gordon got 1 point. So another 12-point loss there. So all in all, a really tough week for the team, just running through the rest of it. Rodgers got 2 points, João Pedro got 2 points, Cunha got 1 point. Chris Woods being consistent again, the tougher fixture against Man City. Then we got 8 points there. And then my bench with Pickford with 0 points, Gabriel didn't play, Hall with 1 point, and Salah also didn't play. It was his main fixture. So all in all, down 240,000 places, back into the Premier League, which was a massive disappointment. And I have one more transfer and 2 million remaining to try and look at the team for this game. So actually looking forward, looking at my decisions that I made in the just coming up to the deadline last game week, I did consider going Nori to one of the premiums, and actually if I'd have, because he got 4 points, if I'd have gone to Van Dijk or Vardiel, I would have lost points because they both got 1. If I had gone to Saliba, it would have been a plus 5 points. Instead, I did actually go for Fast to Kirkes, which gave me plus 1 point. So no real gain there as well. But then, of course, I made the last minute decision to drop Bremo and bring in Gordon, which of course was a minus 12 points. So overall, my transfers got me minus 11 points for this week. So obviously, hopefully now making better decisions moving into game week 16. So moving into game week 16, the only real challenge that I have in my team at the moment is that Gabriel is still yellow flagged, and even after the press conference with Mikel Arteta, it does seem that he is in contention for this week. But how much do I trust Arteta and what he says around injuries? I don't at all. So Gabriel is now sitting on my bench. So looking at my team though, all of my outfield players, I have home fixtures and relatively good home fixtures this week. So I'm hoping for another good week here. So starting off with Flecken in goal, my only player with an away. He's got Chelsea away. The decision there is obviously potentially go for Pickford, who has Arsenal away. But as an Arsenal fan, I just have a little bit more joy if Chelsea don't score any goals. But moving into defence, Nori has got Ipswich at home, so a good fixture there, potential clean sheet and attacking returns there. Hall has got Leicester at home, so another newly promoted side. And then Kirkes have got West Ham at home, who haven't been in great form at the moment, but a bit hit and miss, so we don't know what to expect there. But a potential for that Bournemouth to get a clean sheet as well. Currently in my midfield, I've got the Palmer, Saka, Salah combination. Salah obviously being back after the game being postponed last week. And currently I have the captain's armband on Cole Palmer. Just that Brentford defence is conceding goals, a lot of goals every week. They are still scoring, but they are conceding a few goals. So hoping there that Captain Palmer. They've also got Saka as my vice captain at the moment at home to Everton. Salah is at home to Fulham. Now, that obviously looks like a tougher fixture, but actually Fulham are now on their third choice centre-backs. So captaining in Salah is a real option for this week as well. He also, when he scored in the midweek in the Champions League, but Palmer had been rested all week because he doesn't play in Chelsea's European squad. So that's why Palmer currently has my captain's armband. And then lastly, I have Gordon in midfield, who has Leicester at home. So again, another good-looking fixture there for this week. Moving on to my forwards, I have Chris Wood at home to Aston Villa, João Pedro at home to Crystal Palace, and Cunha at home to Ipswich. So overall, looking at this team, it looks really strong for this week. Nothing to really concern about. Just don't know what to do with Gabriel at this stage. The other piece for me is that obviously Isaac is a bit of the man of the moment, and lots of people are bringing him in, so it's a bit of a concern that I don't have him there, but I don't have a direct route. I've only 1.2 million in the bank. Even if I sell Cunha, I'm still short in getting the money needed for Isak, so it would require 2 moves, and I don't need to take a -4 this week. On my bench, as I mentioned, I've got Pickford away to Arsenal. I've got Gabriel at home to Everton, who is yellow flagged. I've got Rodgers away to Nottingham Forest, and then I've got Aina at home to Aston Villa. So overall, team looks really strong this week. Really happy with it. Good home fixtures for all of the outfield players. The only real choice is the captaincy. So let's have a look at that next. So captain's choice for this week is a little bit tougher than usual. Your standouts are, of course, Cole Palmer and Mo Salah. As always, Saka did score 2 goals and get an assist midweek in the Champions League and is looking phenomenal form this season. But it's difficult to look past the explosive nature of both Cole Palmer and Mo Salah, who both have scored a couple of goals in the last few games and got penalties as well. Of course, if you still own Haaland, he's always a good shout, but that Man City team looks all over the place at the moment with just 1 win in their last 10 across all competitions. Something's not right there. I know they've got a few injuries, but the amount of money they've spent on that squad, that should be no excuse. But Haaland is always a goal threat. It's the Manchester derby, so they're at home to Man United, and which he typically does well in. So having Haaland as my third choice captain there. And then, as I mentioned, not having Isak, I think he's a real differential this week at home to newly promoted Leicester. Expected 7.2 points on the Fantasy Football Hub points predictor. And then I've got Saka at home to Everton and Cunha at home to Ipswich. So as it currently stands, I have my captaincy armband on Cole Palmer and my vice captaincy on Saka, but I obviously can't really discount Salah at this point. So that may change a little bit before the deadline. But hey guys, let me know in the comments below, who are you captaining this week? Who's your choice? Should I go safe and go Salah? Do I go slightly differential with Palmer? Or do I go even further differential and maybe pick Saka, given the form that he was in midweek? Let me know in the comments below who you're captaining, and I wish you all good luck. So just want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching FPL Fan Zone. I hit a huge milestone this week in hitting 50 subscribers for the first time. I think I have just dropped down to 49, so someone unsubscribed. Hopefully, I'll be looking forward to welcoming them back later on. But if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, leave a comment below on who you're captaining this week, and may all of your arrows be green. See you soon.